everyone, welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today I will be doing the outside the canvas event and then maybe a bit of Simulanka. I still have quite a bit to do actually for that one. We once again encountered the illustrator Asagiri in Fontaine. She is expanding her artistic endeavors to the nation of Hydro. I think she's the light novel illustrator, is it? Whee! Oh man, she's faith palming. Constructing a classic story must necessarily also involve a legendary place. For example, a cathedral where the hero has stored their trusty blade, a cave where pirates have stashed their stash, or a castle from which the demon lord might be awakened. And a giant tree is a classic among even classics. A timeless landmark, whether it be a journey's starting point or its destination. As it so happens, these author's tales begin in a nation not too unlike Mondstadt, so I'm sure we'll find a more suitable reference location there.
I see the value in my own.
Oh, my character might be from Mondstadt. Okay.
Let the wind lead.
there's not interval timer mode. But how? Okay, this does not look good. At least I managed to complete all the objectives, I think. From afar, gazing upon towers foreign. I'm sure you know the scene in most novels in which the protagonist, never having seen the world before, suddenly steps into a prosperous city and starts gawking in shock at the strange new architecture that surrounds them. I'm not exactly from the boonies, but I was deeply moved by the sight of the giant waterfalls, and Romari Harbor itself nonetheless. The third volume that this commissioner has written covers the life the protagonist leads after arriving in the big city. When they first saw the place, they made a gesture to pump themselves up. I hazard to guess that Maritime Harbor, atop that waterfall, would make for a perfect cover image. Character wheels the power how characters arcades. Can't remember. Ah yes, Nivelle's arcades Vilma. Is that interval? Something's nice. I clicked it wrong.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure... Silence!
This one should be Inazuma then. A Quiet Homeland. Oh. A light novel readers have a special nickname for the place where the protagonist is briefly active before they go and do their good deeds, the happy old home. In some works, such a place plays host to neither powerful friends nor foes, which allows the protagonist to display their stunning rate of growth. But many readers also find these make such stories rather old-fashioned and formulaic, and robs the initial companions one need of significance. What do you think, you ask? What do I think, you ask? Well, the latter cat, those the protagonist makes at the start, should also constantly improve. That's the reality of how it's interact, and it just wouldn't be any fun otherwise. Speaking of which, what sort of place would you find close to the concept of, say, happy old home? I mean, I can only think of the teapot only, but a fire character and must hold a claymore. The only one I can think of is the look. Oh wait, maybe they are and Xingyan.
Let's go.
I think only these three. Oh yeah, and Gaming.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate.
The beauty of Mystique, so this one should be Fontaine, yeah, Fontaine Arenas Forest. Oh, hey Yuki, how you doing?
At your command. Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to.
Where do you want to go next? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Need to hire a duelist?
But where are those who share the memory?
Prey will usually rest on rainy days, but not the hunter.
As per our contract. Who ate... I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella.
The campaign begins. One day, I will showcase Inazuma's fireworks to all of Tibet. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
One is fast on one's feet.
Is that the client?
The Spina's on the case.
I'll say this event, the photos that come out aren't very good. It kind of makes you wonder why they even asked for a character to be in the photo.
This will be a productive part.
Sounds good to me. Time to go. Time to go.
Hey, I'm doing fine. How are you? Just doing the
Time to go.
Simulanka events. Ah, there's still 22 days, so it's not that bad. But it's better not to do it last minute, I guess. What should I choose? walk, right? Um, I think it's straight. My gaming, I guess, is going fine. Except that my pulls aren't going too well. But that's normal. I was planning on pulling for Navia's weapon, but then I decided against it because I worried that the future banners might be more better in terms of investment. Plus, I already have what is the weapon? I can't remember. Plus, I already have this unforged weapon, which I have no one to put on anyway. So what?
A fateful offering.
The main objective of this game, I guess, is just to fight and do events. The events can be quite different from the normal events, so it just depends. I mean, it depends on how you play, I guess. For some people, the objective might be collecting characters. Some people it might be exploring, or some people it might be story. For me, I just like playing the events. I do like the story too, but sometimes it can get very tedious to do. You can get burnt out easily because of the sheer amount if you're a new player. But I think it's quite fun. And the graphics are gorgeous.
A fateful offering.
If you like exploring, open world exploration, then this game will probably be a good fit for you. Whoa. Is he gonna eat the box? Ah. I'm just curious if I leave a mushroom. Oh my goodness, he just became big after eating. That was fast.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade.
I mean,
It
if
is
I'm
the
being
last link
honest,
I have to the land of my birth.
this speaks to me. I too am a foodie. Something sweet. I guess sweet flower will work. Can you move faster? Um, How long? I'm not too sure. Maybe a few months. I think less than 2 years. So.
Brings a smile to my face.
I think there's only 2 chests here. Find the hidden figures. Wait, am I going too far?
Time to go.
Okay, 1. 2. The blue one's left. Ah, found you.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Oh, I see. It's on top.
Follow the wind.
But how do we get on top? I'm guessing it's this one.
The time has come to slay the dragon. How are you feeling? Nervous? I'm curious to see what this end of the world place is like. Come on, let's go meet the others at the station.
Into the wind. Brings a smile to my face.
Whoa, he's having existential crisis.
One with nature. Wind Strider. Time to go.
Now I can finally do Kiara's quest. I actually did the story because Kiara did manage to see Navia first, but I actually think we could have done it even before the story.
So, are you all set? Ready to start investigating?
Cat in boots.
Great! Then let's go! I have to...
Uh-oh.
You wanna check out the area over there? Okay, I'll wait here for you. Looks like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you.
Time to go.
Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask? Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look. Uh-huh. I was sure there'd be people here.
There once was a goddess who ruled over fate. Before she died, she left
Can I
3
imagine
riddles for the
suddenly
kingdom she
walking-
had created.
And then somebody just
What?
narrates the story
Who said that?
out of nowhere.
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene.
And Paimon becomes
They saw a narrow
diminutive
path off to the
pixie.
side.
Okay, but which side?
Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Comania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address more clearly.
Despite how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out. Although, perhaps a small part of the blame could be attributed to my dull narration. Alright, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is the way to wealth and glory.
Ooh, that sounds like the start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
At the end of the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a Marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the future Marquis's abode to be. You like it? The future Marquis's abode to be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That?
Are you sure you don't want to hear the rest? I'll keep this brief. Firstly, the place ahead of you is a secret room whose purpose, per the legends, is to await the arrival of a certain Marquis. For that reason, it's called the future Marquis's abode to be. Secondly, when you get inside, don't sit on the chair in the centre, or bad things will happen. There, that's all. Off
Now
you
the
go.
mod, they say not to sit. It makes you want to sit even more. But anyway, I didn't see this place, so I think maybe just open me. Can't really tell. Okay, let's go in. So what?
Time to go.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither strides. This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
Yep. I wonder too.
With wood and earthenware strewn all around, the demon feline's fury can't be quelled, reducing them to rubble on the ground. She finds the vessel's vacant save for... air?
She finds long gone the gems that once they held.
Are they describing how we broke the boxes and jars?
Who are you calling demon feline?
Well, they're actually not wrong. Witness pact in the name of the elders of our three tribes. We hereby form this pact, that from this day forth, our people shall harm one another no more. No more shall we drip glue into each other's breakfasts. Yeah, that sounds awful. Nor strike each other's heads with pickaxes. Nor secretly drink growth serum that does not belong to us. We acknowledge the truth that has been determined by the Great Clockwork Key, and we shall see the family of truth as supreme. These are so random though. Although I get the not strike each other heads with pickaxes. Three witness to history within the future Marquis about to be, quietly await the Marquis of Carabas, who is foretold will pluck out the great clockwork key. Let this esteemed one guide us, revealing one truth and two fictions, so one truth and two lies. Of course, if the highest house has not been selected, then we may yet contend in private, within permissible limits. But no more glue. It does far too much harm, and it's utterly inhumane. Though I can understand that nobody wants glue in their food. So like,
captivated by the epic poetry and enthralled by the outstanding storytelling, the Outlanders knew what their next objective was. Namely, to remove the clockwork key from the raised platform up ahead.
Cafe, I just realized you said we all had to speak like bards, but every time you...
With wood and earthenware strewn all around, the demon feline's fury can't be quelled, reducing them to rubble on the ground.
No, you don't. I wrote that line. Don't start plagiarizing me just because you can't take a bit of... Perhaps the Outlanders are worried that something drastic will happen the moment they remove it. Maybe that's why they're investigating the area thoroughly first. Can't fault them for that. I'm wondering if we can take advantage of this downtime to discuss whether we really need to keep this up.
Well, if you guys don't want to put on a voice and speak in verse, be my guest. Just don't blame me for your own poetic incompetence.
I do want to sit on the throne, but...
that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cafe.
I guess it won't hurt to sit.
Stop the poem. We have a situation. Something's up with this person.
Traveler? Are you alright?
Come on, you can do it! This can't be how our story ends!
I'm more surprised that the traveler is just... didn't see the glue on the throne.
Can I give you a hand or a tail, even?
Traveler's face is priceless. Well, that was... I thought there was going to be some kind of monster papa, but actually it's just... It's just there. So I guess now we can do... something.
Time to go.
Strong as stone, firm as steel, the Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
This has happened many times before, but this time is different. A thought enters the Outlander's mind. Attack! Attack! First weaken the structure, then seize the treasure!
The Outlander takes a moment to wipe the sweat from their hands, then braces themselves as they grasp their sword. Only now are they ready to attack. Although, a mallet would have made the job easier. Cape, it looks like we have a few moments to spare, and we're still waiting on that apology.
So if we just stand here, do you think there's gonna be more dialogue, or do I need to attack it? No more dialogue. I am attacking.
The attack now over. Only one final step remains.
Now it is the time to seize the key.
Yes! Finally! Come on, move your butts! And your legs, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
No hard feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, let it go!
Wait, where did the key go? Ah, here. Wee. Calpet, Abazi, and Boborana. Or no.
Ah! Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander. Allow us to introduce ourselves.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized historical supervisors.
Our purpose being to await the arrival of one such as yourselves who shall remove the clockwork key.
My name is...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Boborano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Who?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to uncover the truth.
I didn't
of
expect
the
that the narrator
Allow me to quote, if I
was
may,
the
in the
somebody
history
else.
of Constellation Metropole, a new page has begun.
Him.
Well, there's no fourth person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on, out with it.
We've never heard that voice before, but he sounds like he'd be good at reading bedtime stories to children.
Well, I do agree with that statement, but I mean, they don't have mouths, so technically, aren't they all ventriloquists?
Well, whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about him. We have far more important things to focus on, like where our journey goes from here.
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole revolve. However, between our 3 clans, there is some dispute over the historical record.
Each clan has its own version of history, detailing the clan's origins and the tale of the Dragon of Old, and unfortunately, we don't know which one is the truth.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
Oh, no, not that one, you adorable little pixie. When I say Dragon of Old...
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still with us today, but it was defeated in ancient times. The new one has nothing to do with our clan history.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you've been waiting for someone to remove the key so you can finally explore the truth of the past?
Not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cape's the one who's always bothering us about it.
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis. We have to know that before we can decide which is the supreme clan.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. We humbly beseech you, noble Outlander. Noble Traveler Marquis, we ask you to help us. You and your talking Puss in Boots and the pale floating pixie.
Puss in Boots? Are you serious? It's better than demon feline, but still.
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, do they?
I'm not even a cat, I'm a Nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Please allow me to lead you all to a sacred memorial site. It will be much easier to explain what needs to be done once we are there. This place is sacred to my clan. It's where our brave forefathers once took up arms against the dragon of old. After a bitter battle that dragged on for many days and nights, finally, our forefathers fought the dragon into submission, and it fled. They took turns, though. Some forefathers worked the day shift, while others worked the night shift.
I'm more shocked at the fact that the dragon actually waited and allowed them to work the day shift and the night shift. The poor dragon had to work around the clock, yeah.
So they say. It's just a legend, though.
Wait a second? Did I just hear you admit that your clan's history is just a legend?
History, legend, who cares? My clan was definitely courageous, that's the point. That's the truth. And isn't the truth what we've all been arguing about non-stop for all these years?
Cape's words gave the traveler food for thought. Could it be that the truth in a fictional world is equivalent to fiction in the real world? But that would have to wait. Apparently, Cape was not alone in his pilgrimage to this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived. The traveler and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided to teach them some manners.
Out of the frying pan!
A true display of heroism and valor. It was as if the spirits of my ancestors were fighting through you.
Here's a thought. Could be wrong, but maybe the Traveler Marquis is a lot more powerful than your ancestors.
Well, technically, by saying that, aren't you implicitly acknowledging that my clan's history is, in fact, true? Your martial prowess and show of courage are a more vivid reenactment of my ancestors' feats that suit the modern aesthetic. Now, let's get down to business. As we all know, time is but an illusion. Time may flow line by line, page by page, or frame by frame, but usually it flows in the form of springs and gears.
And that clockwork key you have in your hand can turn back time and make the past reappear.
Well, actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem of consciousness. Gears power the body, while the body is the vessel of the conscious mind. But the mind cannot understand the dimension of time, so we experience instead an endless continuum of moments as the pinion of now turns along the rack of ages.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was delivering packages to the Sumeru Academia.
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. Boberano was asked the same question. He replied, time, and repeated the argument we just heard. The teacher then turned to Cape and posed the same question. He replied, Boberano.
The manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record, the blueprint to all of creation, the work of the great mage themselves. It can be found at the beginning of the Girak, and on the very first page of the book.
Paimon didn't follow all that, but basically, you're just saying that we need to put the key in and turn it all the way back?
Exactly. It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of creation took the goddess of fate's manuscript as a blueprint, placed it under the goddess of prophecy's starry realm, and generated the world from a few magic arrays. So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key turns the local time here back to the very beginning, we will restore the magic arrays back to their original configurations.
Hold on, isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous? Also, how are we supposed to know the original configurations of the magic arrays?
Well, the general shapes of the configurations have been passed down over the ages. They now form the family crests of each of our clans. So you'll just need to reference my family crest and join the dots accordingly. To address your other concern, when the house has already been built, do you really think that taking away the construction crew and blueprint will cause it to collapse?
The Traveler Marquis prepares to insert the great clockwork key into the nearby keyhole.
I guess we should start here?
Why don't you give it another try? Truth always has a limited scope, and so do right and wrong. Perhaps you had the right answer, but to the wrong question. Keep trying.
I can't remember what's first. Uh-oh. maybe here. 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 I think so. No? Or is it
Truth
the other
always
way?
has a limited scope, and so do right and wrong. Perhaps you had the right answer, but to the wrong question. Keep trying. Truth always has a limited scope, and so do right and wrong. Perhaps you had the right answer, but to the wrong.
Where is the oracle picture?
Question. Keep trying.
Weird, there should be the photo, but I can't remember where is it. And how do you open it?
Race you!
Truth always has a limited scope, and so do right and wrong. Perhaps you had the right answer, but to the wrong question. Keep trying.
You finally got it.
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped the truth of history. Gather round and let us bear witness. Feast your eyes, rejoice, and cheer, for this is the unquestionable truth. Look at the signature. Nobody is capable of forging that.
I don't believe it. So, all along, our histories have been false?
Don't lose heart, Albizzi. It does not follow from his is true that ours are false.
That might be the most bogus logic I've ever heard. But keep up the mental gymnastics, Boberano. I've been waiting for that look of jealousy on your face my whole life, and I'm gonna savor it.
And yet, it seemed that this conundrum could indeed have more than one solution. Everyone agreed that there may be more than one truth. The party decided to visit the sacred sites of the other clans and see what their documents had to say.
Isn't a narrator supposed to remain detached and objective? It feels like you're forcing a narrative agenda on us here. Well, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it. The instructions say to repeat the process 3 times, and besides, I'm looking forward to watching you both be sorely disappointed.
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
We'll need the key again, right? Let me see if I can pull it out. Yoink!
Hmm. So the sacred site of Bora Bono, can't remember his name. Oh, Boborano is a vault?
The party finds no pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key, only a locked door.
Where's your clan's pedestal? Oh, let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it exposed as a fake?
You done? Okay. Now, since my clan's main claim to fame is...
Misinformation, half-truths, and fabrication.
Ah, shut up, Cape.
Shut up, Cape.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Bobarano. Let those be my last words.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the dragon of old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles of value that we own, including the pedestal for the clockwork key, lie behind that door.
So, next step is open the door?
Almost. There's one step before that. The door is protected by a smart interrogation system. We have to answer its questions, and if we get them wrong, we will alert law enforcement.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know the answers?
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. No, I don't know the answers. But worry not. I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong, so answer without fear.
Question 1. Who is it?
That's actually quite an amusing approach. It's probably not going to get us anywhere, but I do admire your sense of humor and your commitment to it.
Question 1. Who is it?
Ah, what an ingenious idea. Far more intelligent than Bobarano's ancestors. But I still recommend against this answer.
Question 1. Who is it?
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots.
And the trusty travel guide, Pixie! Travel guide. Trusty travel guide!
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
If this is the right answer, I swear I'll...
Correct!
What? A barefaced lie. So low.
Question 3. Which is more real? The fiction of the outside world, or the truth of this world?
Come on, you'll have to do better than that, kid. I mean, Traveller Marquis. You and your friends are the only ones who know the truth about us.
Question 3. What?
Please try to avoid being unnecessarily cruel in your response.
Question 3.
Hear, hear! Who can be sure that the outside world isn't just a dream? And that when the dreamer wakes up, they won't just find themselves inside a novel? There is no way to know, therefore both are equally real.
All correct. You may have the key pedestal.
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great clockwork key. Oh, and this is my family crest.
His family crest is literally a key. Oh, so we have to press V to view it. No wonder I couldn't find it.
Now I got stomach cramps.
I think I'm gonna stop here for now. And maybe continue tomorrow because I'm actually quite curious to see what's going on in the Nekomata and all this Boborano, Capet, and Albizi stories. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Bye!
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.